Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday's market wrap up here. Top Gun Options, Matthew Buckley, call sign Whiz. Hey, it's been a hot minute since I've knocked out one of these free sit reps or market intel briefs or Friday market wrap ups. Been busy doing a lot of stuff, man, and it is all great. I am so fired up to announce that I'm retargeting my efforts to one of my other passions. You all know, if you're a regular viewer here, folks, main passion is putting the ladder down to help save and change the lives of our nation's heroes. Before I did that, so, I took the past 2-3 years off to get the No Fallen Heroes Foundation airborne. Before that, one of my main passions was motivational and keynote speaking. So today, I'm extremely fired up to announce the launch of WhizBuckley.com, folks. Been public speaking for over 20 years, best-selling author, MAX Afterburner podcast host. I am back to speaking, folks, and it absolutely puts a massive smile on my face. No offense to a lot of the other military speakers out there, pretty cool, telling us about your firefight or anything like that. How does that help me be a better salesperson tomorrow or a franchisee? It really doesn't, folks. I'm one of the only speakers in the world with significant experience from the front lines to the front office. I helped run a multi-billion-dollar volatility arbitrage firm headquartered in the Chicago Board of Trade, started a media company when I was up there, the Options News Network. At the age of 38, folks, started a $25 million company in under a year, under a budget, and then obviously moved down here to God's Waiting Room, Boca Raton, and stood up Top Gun Options. So, and, oh, by the way, I'm the only keynote motivational speaker on the face of the planet that can take you or members of your team flying in a fighter jet. So go to WhizBuckley.com and you can book me up at the top. Just hover over keynotes. You can go see some of my previous speeches. Speaking to McKesson, which I think at the time was the Fortune 2 company. Fortune 3. There's the CEO, John Hammergren, me speaking at the Psychedelics Conference down in Miami. Down here, speaking to Whirlpool out at the Broadmoor in Colorado. Very, very extensive speaking experience, folks. And there's a lot of the companies I've worked with in the past. So if you or anybody at your company needs a speaker, and a lot of folks start booking speakers now because January, February, March, companies have a lot of money. They want to motivate their troops and everything like that. Now's the time. So go to your HR director, go to your CEO, go to whoever, or if you're that person, let me know. Go to WhizBuckley.com and check it out. I'd love to. It really is a passion of mine, folks. Ain't no blowing smoke type of keynote. You're going to leave with actionable things you can do immediately to improve your business, whether it's red teaming, debriefing, contingency planning. I guarantee you my keynote's going to blow you away. All right, let's go ahead and get airborne. Before I forget, real quick, go to the No Fallen Heroes YouTube page, folks. We have, 679 subscribers. This needs to be like 1 million, folks. Please go subscribe. You got to watch the most recent podcast. This guy is a
he's
30-year
making things happen
police
when he doesn't have
officer.
the puck.
Atlanta Police Department, Suffolk County, up in New York. Incredible career. A hell of a lot of trauma. And a couple years ago, this guy is an incredible human being, found healing with the medicine. Go to the No Fallen Heroes YouTube page, folks. Subscribe and listen to this 30-year law enforcement officer tell you how psychedelics saved and changed his life. You can obviously listen to that podcast as well if you're in traffic or working out at the gym or going for a walk. Go to Apple Podcast or Spotify or Stitcher or iHeart. Wherever cool kids listen to podcasts, that's where you can listen to the MAX Afterburner podcast. Okay, man, what has been going on? We have been printing money here at Top Gun Options, folks, with this market volatility. Let me go down here and put in the 150-day moving average on the S&P 500. Folks, I told you this stuff was going to be happening, whipping up and down. We have dueling S&P 500 trades. We have bullish double verticals. We have bearish double verticals. And right now, the bearish double vertical that we covered, when was it? Tuesday in the primary live trade brief is printing money. It's up about $2,000-$3,000 right now. Right now, folks, we are in no man's land, right? There's the 50-day moving average. There's the 20-day moving average. There's the 150. And as you can tell, looking at I call it the human circulatory system over here, the market doesn't live in no man's land. It either gets pulled like this, violently down to a moving average. In this case, the red line is the 150, or it'll snap back up to the 50 or 20. Either way, we're dogfighting with our S&P 500 trades, which is just an absolute way to trade these volatile markets. There you go. The S&P trade is up, what, 30, up $3,000. That's the bullish, bearish double vertical. And then the bullish one is obviously a little red today. So here's what you can do. Close the bearish double vertical for 118% profit in 3 days, two and a half days for $3,000. Leave the bullish double vertical on that's, quote, down $3,000 right now. Why? Because, folks, this market ain't going to keep imploding. Kamala, the Fed, Joe, they ain't going to let that happen. I'm going to tell you in about 1 minute with the jobs report today how that's just not going to happen. So I would think about closing the bearish double vertical that we put on right there, and it's up how do you like making $3,000 in 2.5 days, folks? That ain't too shabby. Take a look at month. Let's go look. Men lie, numbers don't. Month to date in our primary portfolio, we're up over $14,000. Just with S&P 500 trades, folks, we are up $17,500. Starbucks flat, Chipotle down a little bit, and the Q's down about $2,900. But net $14,000, folks. A lifetime membership here at Top Gun Options costs $15,000, and in 1, 2, or actually not even one. That was Labor Day. Look at this, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. In 4 trading days, I essentially made your lifetime membership. You're welcome. Just in S&P 500 trades, over $17,000. How's this year to date? Let's go look at our year to date performance in this portfolio. $131,000. I'm going to let that sink in. Just with S&P 500 trades, $129,000. Couple grand in Starbucks, $1,600 in Chipotle, down a little bit on the Qs. Obviously, the Qs are the NASDAQ, the tech is starting to roll over here a little bit. What did I tell you about NVIDIA? Pop, pounded into the dirt. Nailed it. All right, let's take a little stroll through the headlines recently. Last week, folks, Americans' economic mood brightens a bit. What are you talking about? Everybody I talk to is miserable about the economy. No, Whiz, we're the media. Run by Democrats in this administration and big tech. Everything's fine. If it's not fine, it's just you. Get over it. Okay. What sell-off? Stocks end August higher after head-spinning swings. When was this? August 30th. Next, Americans are really, really bullish on stocks. If you joined me in the brief on Tuesday, what did I tell you? In over 3 decades of doing this, now I'm really aging myself, every time I have seen a Wall Street Journal article like this, everything's great. Americans have never been more bullish. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, implosion. I'm not shitting you, folks, every time. So anytime you see these type of headlines like, here comes the retail trader, the institutions are getting ready to pound it into the dirt, and that's exactly what happened. You're welcome for your bearish double vertical. Now look at the headlines. Market summer vacation is over. Oh, wait a minute. Like a week ago, you just said everything's great, everybody's super bullish. Risks facing bullish investors as September begins. Oh, exactly. Now let's talk about the bullshit today. What did I tell you earlier in the week about the jobs number today? It will be a lie. No matter if it's good or if it's good, it's a lie. The administration's lying to us. If it's bad, it's a lie because it's probably worse. Employers added 142,000 jobs. Whoops. Little bit of a miss. Oh, wait a minute, Whiz, though employment ticked down. Let's go look and laugh together. This is the definition of Goldilocks. It's absolutely perfect. Look, so non-farm payroll, folks. I forgot. They revised the previous month down. Remember, I've been telling you this? The headline jobs numbers are usually good or not super bad or awesome. And then a month later, they quietly go, what? Yeah, that was a lie. They're really kind of crappy. So look at that. The previous month's job numbers was revised down from 114 to 89,000, double digits. This month, or last month, forecast 164, 142 miss. Uh-oh. Well, Whiz, that means that the Fed is Definitely got to cut rates here in a couple weeks. Exactly. But look at the unemployment rate. It was 4.3. They forecasted it to go down to 4.2. It literally went down to exactly 4.2. There is your definition of Goldilocks. Kind of crappy jobs, but not kind of crappy, right? Non-farm payroll crappy, but the unemployment rate ticked down. You could not have written a better bullshit jobs number today. However, trade the market you have, not the one you want. It's funny. Look at this. June payrolls miss, but unemployment rate declines. Other than that, Mrs. Kennedy, how was the parade? So this is interesting. We're going to debrief this all, obviously Monday in our solo Amazon brief, and obviously Tuesday in our primary brief. I saw this headline in 2015 and I laughed at it. Goldman Sachs is doing it again. Goldman sees U.S. GDP hit if Trump wins. Boost if Democrats sweep. What? I was one of the only guys on the planet, me and Jeffrey Gunlock, who runs Double Line Capital in Los Angeles, said not only does Trump defeat Hillary, the market rallies. What was Goldman and all the, quote, smart money, the limousine liberals in the Hamptons saying? Hillary walks away with it, and the market rallies. Oh my God, if Trump's, first of all, it's impossible Trump can win. And second of all, if he does, the market will implode. Are you shitting me? A carpetbagger former first lady from Arkansas who went to New York to be a senator, who was handpicked to be Secretary of State, zero experience in any of this stuff. Not one day in the business world. Oh, she was an attorney at the Hope Law Firm or whatever. Yeah, okay, that's a business. That's a racket too. You're telling me that a businessman from New York City who knows how to run things was going to destroy the stock market and the economy as opposed to her. So what's my rant about? I heard and saw all of this last time. That, oh my God, if Trump wins, the market will implode and the economy will tank. It didn't work last time, folks. Same people saying Trump is literally Hitler and will put us in concentration camps. Well, why didn't he do it the first time? Oh, well, he's really going to do it this time. If you're not a member here, you know my election prediction. And I'm sad to make it, but I'm going to make it. There's not a snowball's chance in hell that Donald Trump wins. 0.0. There's a good 3, maybe 5% margin of cheating and illegals and everything that are voting that he is not going to overcome. I guarantee you. So there you go. This chart should make you cry. Or not cry, furious. Look at this red line. This is total net worth by the top 1% in this country. You see that red line going straight up? Do you see the blue line? Federal debt. This is money printed out of thin air by the government. This is Joe and Kamala's Inflation Reduction Act. This is everything. As the government printed money and got deeper in debt, the rich got richer. Do you see the green line down here? Total net worth held by you. Me. Absolutely disgraceful. The rich got richer and the poor have gotten poorer. Talk about a wealth transfer. Unbelievable. Democrats sit here and froth at the mouth about these type of things and then pass the Inflation Reduction Act. Trillions of dollars in horrific bullshit spending. That caused inflation. That caused people like you and me to get kicked in the jimmy and destroyed our quality of lives. But look at that chart. You should frame that chart and put it on your wall. The more the government just spends and prints money, the richer the rich get. And we get pummeled into the ground. Let's end on a high note. So, folks, if you remember, I'm not telling you anything new. It's over with. And when you hear a guy with these things on my wall from Iraq to Top Gun and all these awards and stuff like that, when you hear me just say it's over with, it's over with. Take care of your family and friends. That's all you got left. It's sad. This country is absolutely on its last legs. We are following the decline of every empire, from the Roman to the Brits, you name it. Out of control, rampant spending, printing your own money, political strife at home, just out of control debauchery, and losing all the wars overseas, getting your ass handed to you. There's a bunch of other metrics that I can map out, but you get the point. So let's end on a high note. The high note is book me for your next corporate event. I can MC events. I can do 45, 60-minute keynotes. We do training. I do 2, 4, 6, even all-day trainings, planning workshops, debriefing. I can bring my fighter jet, take your CEO, your top salesman, your top franchisee, or your employee of the quarter flying in a fighter jet. No other speaker on the planet can do that. Go to whizbuckley.com. Send it to your CEO. Send it to your HR director. Book me for your next event, and we will have an absolute blast. Have a great rest of your day. Go Birds. Eagles tonight from Brazil. Fights on. Namaste and Basi Basi. Whiz out.